Hi, my name is D-Mac from D-Mac Consulting Group LLC, and today I just want to share a couple thoughts with you about sowing and reaping. There's an adage that says that you reap what you sow. And it's something that I found as a consultant that a lot of business owners don't understand. Some business owners expect to plant something in the ground and then immediately reap a harvest from it. In other words, they put forth some effort into certain activities, and then when they don't get anything that comes up right away, then they get discouraged in the process. But these principles will ensure that you get the maximum result for your effort. The first thing I want to talk about is that it's important that you sow, if you don't put anything into the ground, then you can't expect to get anything back. So not doing anything in the progression of your business won't get you any results. The second thing I want you to keep in mind is that it's important what you sow. In other words, you have to sow the same effort as the harvest that you want to reap, and you have to consider what you put into the ground, right? Because you will reap what you sow. In other words, if you want an apple tree, you're gonna plant apple seeds and not orange seeds, because you don't want oranges, you want apples. That seems pretty straightforward. But a lot of people, they sow the wrong things and then get discouraged when they get back a harvest of things that they did not really desire. So it's also important when you sow, depending on the seed that you're trying or the fruit that you want to bear. Certain fruits are available during certain seasons. Not all fruit are available year round, right? And you can tell, for example, like if you get a strawberry that is grown outside of its season, or it's produced, in an artificial way, you can taste that in the results. And so it's the same way with your business. When you sow is very important. Also, it's important where you sow. There's a parable that I'm very fond of. It's called the parable of the sower. And it talks about how a farmer went out to sow some seeds. And some seeds fell among the wayside, and some seeds fell among thorns, and some seeds fell on stony ground. And then some seeds fell on good ground, right? So the ones that fell by the wayside, where those seeds fell, produced their results. The birds came and they ate the seeds, didn't even have a chance to get into the ground. Those that sowed on stony ground, what happened was that they were not able to get depth of earth. In other words, the roots did not develop. They didn't get a chance to get really down into the ground. And so then when the sun came up, it withered away. Then the same thing with those that fell on thorny grounds. The cares of the world came in and it choked out that seed, and so it was not able to grow either. But the ground that was cultivated, the seeds that fell among good ground, that was a cultivated ground, right? That was ground that was prepared, tilled. It was worked. It was it was something that someone put effort into, and those are the seeds that produce great results. And so it's the same way for business owners, right? If you want to reap a harvest, then it's important that you consider when you sow, where you sow, what you sow, and then you have to sow something, okay? Now, the final thing that I want to leave you with is this. There is a natural process that occurs during the sowing and reaping process. In other words, no farmer goes out and puts a seed in the ground and immediately the next day expects to get results. No. What they do is they till the ground, they put the seed in there, right? They water the ground, they take care of it until it starts to sprout something, that will give you assurance that there is a harvest that is coming. And what I'm telling you is you have to be patient in the process. The first thing you do is lay the foundation for your business. That takes a lot of work and a lot of time. And so God is not going to open up the windows of heaven, so to speak, for your business and allow clients to keep rushing in if your business is not prepared for the abundance of the harvest that He see that is coming. But that does not mean because you don't see it right away and you're putting in effort that nothing is going to come. Keep sowing, keep sowing, keep sowing. I can't stress that enough, because if you sow in season, then when the harvest is ready, you'll see it and you'll get a bountiful harvest. The final thing I want to leave you with is this. 2 Corinthians 9:6 says that he who sows sparingly will reap sparingly, but he who sows bountifully will reap bountifully. And so what that means is this, that if you sow a lot and you'll get a lot back. Sow a little and you'll get a little. And, that seems very practical. It seems very easy. But in the process of waiting, that is the most difficult and challenging times. So be encouraged, though, because if you're sowing, you're definitely going to reap.